Prove your freedom.
Cut out jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, folks, where we talk about it hitting the fan, and it absolutely has hit the fan. Are you prepared? Do you have food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and a means of self-defense? I sure hope you do, folks. We're seeing exactly why we need those things. Whether we're talking about cerveza-bug, war, or domestic insurrection by the very government that has been given the authority to administrate the country. And instead, they've turned on us. Now, we've all seen, or at least seen in the movies, and are aware of bad dogs, rabid dogs, kept on leashes. Otherwise, they bite, they attack. Well, folks, the IRS is being unleashed again. The Internal Revenue Service, the tax collecting authority for the federal government, is being authorized, allowed, funded to hire 87,000 new agents. 87,000 agents. Can you believe that? I mean, it's an incredible, staggering number. Now, we've been told that the new taxes that Emperor Biden is going to put out there is just for the billionaires and the millionaires, people who make more than $400,000 a year, and it won't affect us. Well, that's already been demonstrated to be yet another government lie. The IRS, folks, isn't hiring agents to audit the rich. They're not being hired to audit people who haven't paid the proper amount of taxes. Folks, they're hiring thugs to abuse people for tax violations. Really? Now, I would like to read you what the IRS is hiring and how they describe it. Okay, their little jobs available, job posting. It is jaw-dropping, folks, right? It's incredible. Here we go, right? Major duties: adhere to the highest standards of conduct, right? Work 50 hours a week, maintain a level of fitness, carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force, be willing to participate in arrests, the execution of search warrants, and other dangerous assignments. That sounds like the job description for the FBI. Be fit, be armed, be willing to arrest people, work real hard at it. Unbelievable. And I love the highest standards of conduct. Under whose definition, right? Under whose definition? They have to pass, by the way, a pre-employment tax examination. That's interesting. I mean, what the hell does that mean? They have to go through a tax examination and audit of themselves to prove that they're willing to cheat, violate rules, because that's what they'll be doing. Nobody trusts the IRS, folks. Nobody trusts the IRS. Why should we? What reason has the federal government, any agency, what reason has any agency given us to trust them with anything? Right? Peaceful taxpayers making $400,000 or more a year need these types of IRS employees to work with them to solve their tax issues? Armed agents executing warrants, ready to use deadly force. Are they going to audit the Mexican drug cartels? Is that what we have here? No, folks. 87,000 agents being brought on board to intimidate, harass, harangue, extort, Americans. Folks, if there's any doubt in your mind, any doubt at all, it should have been resolved. That doubt should have been removed over the last several days from what we've seen in Florida and other places. And I'll be talking about that more in the very near future, folks. I want you aware the IRS is going to be unleashed. Obama unleashed them. I covered that several days ago. All of the groups that they went after and politically persecuted. And now they're arming up. They're going to make sure that the people they hire are willing to use deadly force to collect taxes or to harass the American people. Right? It's bad enough having an agent stand in front of you and hand you a piece of paper saying, pay this money. It's even harder, folks, when they've got a gun in your face at the same time. That's not legitimate government, folks. It's not. Government used to have to justify the money they were collecting from us. They'd have to justify it, explain it. They could be held accountable for what they did with that money. Now, they don't have to justify shit. They just demand money. We're going to spend it on these things. We're going to take your money whether you like it or not. It's gone. And it's gone. And they don't have to tell you where it went or show you what it bought. It's not a voluntary system. It is compulsory. If you fail to do everything they demand and give them everything they want, then they put a gun to your face. Agents are being hired who are willing to use deadly force to collect taxes in America. Unbelievable, folks. They don't want to use courts anymore. No more court system. It's too long and too cumbersome to drag people into tax court where they don't have constitutional rights already and have to go through the administrative process of proving that someone made an error. Now they want to hand you a slip of paper, put a gun to your face, and say, gimme. What other laws and rules will be applied by these agents? Executing search warrants, really? For tax receipts? You need a warrant for tax receipts? Why don't you just subpoena them to the court? Subpoena records to a court. If they don't show up, then you lose by default. That's how the system works, but they don't want that, folks. They want to go into your house, plant evidence, make up stories, lies, steal everything they can, plant evidence. Oh, yeah. Any doubts, any questions? Go ahead and ask Trump how that feels. We all know it's possible, folks. We all know it. It's coming. Get food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, and a plan. Because things are getting worse, far worse. I thought we would have a lot more social unrest as we get closer to the 2022 election. Instead, we're not seeing social unrest. We're seeing federal government lawlessness and intimidation. And there's nothing more intimidating, folks, than having someone with a badge and a gun say, right, that they are right and you are wrong. That they have the authority to destroy your life by filing a few pieces of paper. And if you want to object, they've got lead and brass to back up their call. Are we close to 1776? You're damn right we are. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video. I'll see you there.